In 10.2, we're going to focus on volume of triangular prisms and pyramids. This section will actually be a lot shorter than 10.1 because we're only going to focus on the prisms volume and then the pyramids volume. So let's look at example 1. In order to find the volume of a triangular prism, the first thing you have to do is to find the area of the base. It's a triangular prism, so the triangle is the base. So you're going to do, for big B, which is our area of our base, of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. That's of that triangle. Okay? So it's 1/2 times 8 times 3. 8 is your base and 3 is your height. Well, 8 times 3 is 24, and half of 24 is 12. That is the area of the base. Once you know the area of the base, you just multiply it by the height of the prism. In this case, it's 7. So we're going to do 12 times 7, which is 84, and this is feet cubed. So if you're looking at a triangular prism, you're going to do 1/2 the base times the height of the triangle times the height of the prism. Okay? For a question like number 2, it gives you the base area of 72 and the height of the prism. So we just need to know our formula. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. And you might notice that this is the same formula as if it was a rectangular prism. The difference here is big B, because big B for a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So that in this one it just gave us the base area. We don't have to calculate 1/2 base times height. So the B is 72 and the height of the prism is 30. So in this formula we're going to do 72 times 30. Which is 2160 inches cubed. So just like the rectangular prism, the triangular prism, the formula for a pyramid, the formula for a pyramid is basically the same again. Once you know the volume of the prism, you would just divide it by 3 to get the pyramid, because again it's cutting out 2/3 of the prism and it's leaving you with 1/3 of it. So we're just going to divide by 3 to get that. So in your turn number 5, where it says the volume of the pyramid is 13.5, what is the volume of the prism? Well, this one's working the other way around. A prism is bigger, so you would multiply this one by 3. And 13.5 times 3 is 40.5 meters cubed. Now, if it gave us the prism and wanted the pyramid, we would divide by 3. So in example 2, Mr. Martinez is building wooden shapes for a sculpture in the park. He plans to show a triangular pyramid and a triangular prism, and each shape is 5 feet high. The base of each shape is a triangle with a base of 2.5 feet and a height of 2 feet. How much greater than the volume of the pyramid is the volume of the prism? We kind of talked about this already. But what we talked about was in how many times greater is it? It's actually 3 times greater. But what we need to find out here is what is the volume of the prism and what is the volume of the pyramid, and then we're going to subtract the two. So let's start with the volume of the prism. So it's the area of the base times the height. So the base is a triangle, so we do 1/2 times 2.5 times 2, and then times the height, which is 5. So when I multiply, I'm going to multiply all my numbers first. 2.5 times 2 is 5, 5 times 5 is 25, and half of 25 is 12.5. this would be of the prism, which is bigger. Now, to find the volume of the pyramid, you're going to take the volume of the prism and divide by 3. And that's going to give you about 4.2. This particular question just said how much greater is it. Now, on your worksheet, you're just going to have to calculate the volume of either a prism or a pyramid. So in this one, you're actually just, it wants to know how much bigger one is. You're just going to subtract the 12.5 minus the 4.2, which gives you about 8.3. So the prism is about 8.3 cubic feet bigger than the pyramid. So I'm going to wrap this one up with just finding the volume of the two I'm going to do 4 and 6 first because they're the two prisms, and then we'll do the pyramid. So again, the formula for a prism is the area of the base times the height. So let's look at on this one, the base is still a triangle. It's a triangular prism. So the area of the base is 1/2 the base times the height, and then times the height again. So 1/2 times 9 times 9 times 5. And you'll find that when you're working with a triangular prism or a pyramid, you're going to be multiplying base, height, and height every single time, and dividing by 2, or taking 1/2 of it. So 9 times 9 times 5 is 405, and then half of 405 is 202.5. So when you multiply all those together, you get 202.5 feet cubed. And let's do 6 because that's another prism. Same formula. 1/2 base times height times the height of the prism. So it's 1/2 times 7 times 10 times 5. And so when you do 7 times 10 times 5 is 350. You divide that by 2, you get 175 inches cubed. So when you're doing the volume of the pyramid, the only difference to this formula is the 1/3, the area of the base times the height. So again, you're still going to do, well, in this case, it's a square pyramid. So when you're finding the area of the base here, it's not a triangle, it's a square. So you're going to do 1/3 times 6 times 6 times 6. And that would give you 72 yards square, or yards cubed. At this time, you're going to work on your worksheet. Remember that if the base is a triangle, the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. But if it's a square or a rectangle, the area is length times width. And again, that's your big B.